Let's be honest for a second. How did your morning start today? Did you wake up and immediately reach for your phone? Before you even got out of bed, did your brain flood with notifications, short videos, funny memes, or maybe something shocking? You tell yourself, I'll just look for 10 seconds, but 10 seconds turns into 10 minutes, and 10 minutes turns into half an hour. By the time you actually stand up, your mental energy is already drained. You sit down to study, but your mind feels heavy, distracted, and restless. If this sounds like your daily life, you are not lazy and you are not broken. You are just fighting against your own biology. But what if I told you there is a way to work with your brain, not against it? Hello everyone and welcome. I am so glad you have decided to invest this time in yourself. The fact that you are listening to me right now proves one very important thing. You care about your growth. You want to use your time better, and you want to find that feeling of peace and clarity when you learn English. Today, we are going to go deep into a topic that determines the success of every single student, the art of concentration. We are going to take this step by step, speaking clearly and slowly so you can absorb every idea. First, we have to answer the big question: why is it so hard to focus these days? Think about your environment. We live in an economy of attention. Every app on your phone is designed by brilliant engineers to steal your focus. When you see a notification or a new video, your brain gets a tiny hit of pleasure, a reward. Your brain loves easy rewards. It loves the quick fix of a funny image or a text message. Now compare that to learning a language. Learning English is slow. It is often quiet. You don't get a trophy every time you learn a new word. The reward for learning is delayed. It comes months or years in the future. So your brain is constantly faced with a choice. Do I choose the easy, instant pleasure of scrolling, or do I choose the slow, difficult work of studying? Naturally, your brain often chooses the easy path. That is human nature. But we are not here to blame ourselves. We are not here to say, I must be stronger. No, we are here to understand the mechanics of the mind so we can hack the system. Many people have the wrong definition of concentration. You might think concentration means sitting in a hard chair, staring at a book for 3 hours, forcing yourself to suffer, and fighting the urge to move. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? That is not healthy concentration. Real concentration simply means your mind is present with what you are doing. You aren't jumping to the past or the future. You are just here. To master this, we need to learn 2 new concepts. These are the keys to your freedom. We call them deliberate concentration and organic concentration. Let's start with the first one, deliberate concentration. The word deliberate means on purpose. It means you make a clear decision. This type of focus is like going to the gym for your brain. When you go to the gym, you don't always feel excited. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes the weights feel heavy. But you go anyway because you decided to go. Deliberate concentration is when you say, for the next 15 minutes, I will do nothing but listen to this audio. You are the boss. You set the rules. To make this work, you need to stop multitasking. Multitasking is the enemy of learning. You cannot listen to a podcast, answer emails, and check Instagram at the same time. Your brain is just jumping rapidly between tasks, and you are losing energy with every jump. Instead, you need a ritual. A ritual doesn't have to be spiritual or complicated. It is just a small habit that signals to your brain that it is time to work. It could be as simple as this. You put your phone in a different room. You sit in your favorite chair. You take 3 deep breaths. You say to yourself, this is my English time. When you do this every day, your brain creates a link. It learns that when you sit in that chair and breathe, it is time to focus. The trick with deliberate concentration is to keep the tasks small and specific. Don't say, "I will learn English today." That is too vague. Your brain gets confused. Instead, say, "I will shadow this narrator for exactly 5 minutes." That is a clear command. Your brain knows exactly what to do. It feels safe because it knows where the finish line is. Now let's talk about the second type, organic concentration. Organic means natural. Think of a plant in a garden. You cannot force a plant to grow by pulling on it. You cannot yell at a flower, "Grow faster!" If you do that, you will destroy it. To make a plant grow, you just provide the right conditions: good soil, water, and sunlight. If the conditions are right, the growth happens automatically. Organic concentration is the same. This is the type of focus you feel when you are watching a movie you love. You don't have to force yourself to watch the screen. You don't look at the clock. You forget you are hungry. You are just inside the movie. In language learning, organic concentration happens when you connect emotionally with the content. Maybe you are reading a story that touches your heart. Maybe you are watching a video about a hobby you are passionate about. Because you care about the topic, your brain wants to pay attention. You aren't fighting for focus. The focus is given freely because you are interested. This is why stories are so powerful for learning English. They combine meaningful content with emotion. Your brain naturally wants to know what happens next. However, for organic concentration to work, the level must be right. If the English is too difficult, you will get stressed and the focus will die. If it is too easy, you will get bored and your mind will wander. It needs to be in that sweet spot, just a little bit challenging, like walking up a small hill, not climbing a mountain. So here is the secret that changes everything. The best learning happens when you combine both. You use deliberate concentration to start. You use your willpower to put away the phone, sit down, and begin the task. That is the gym part. You build the structure. Then, once you have started, you allow the content, the story, the interesting topic, to pull you into organic concentration. That is the garden part. You let the natural interest take over. Now, I know what you are thinking, but what if I get distracted? This is crucial. Distraction is normal. Even the best students in the world get distracted. You will be studying and suddenly you will think about what to eat for dinner or a problem at work or something silly you said 5 years ago. When this happens, you have a choice. You can judge yourself and say, "I am stupid, I can't focus." If you do that, you create anxiety and it becomes harder to learn. Or you can use the 3-step method. Notice it, just say, "Oh, my mind drifted away." Don't judge. Remind yourself, this is normal. My brain is just doing its job. Gently return. Bring your attention back to the voice, the text, or the audio. Every time you bring your mind back, you are doing a rep in the mental gym. You are making your focus muscle stronger. Bringing your mind back isn't a failure. It is the exercise itself. As you practice this, something amazing starts to happen. You start to rewrite your identity. Many of you carry a story in your head that says, "I am a distracted person," or "I am bad at studying." But when you practice these small moments of deliberate focus, and you enjoy these moments of organic focus, you give your brain new evidence. You start to realize, wait, I can focus. I can learn. You stop seeing English as a battle you have to fight, and it becomes a natural part of your day, just like brushing your teeth. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to study for 4 hours a day. You just need to ask yourself, can I give myself 5 minutes of deliberate focus right now? Can I find something interesting that allows my organic focus to grow? If you can do that, you are already winning. You are building a future where you are fluent, confident, and calm. Thank you for staying with me through this deep dive. You have done something very good for your mind today. If you found value in this session and want to continue mastering your mind and your English, please click the like button. It truly helps us reach more learners like you. And don't forget to subscribe to English Glow for more content that lights up your learning journey. I'll see you in the next video.